Alrighty, folks, we are just about ready to get things started today. Let me just adjust my microphone really quick and then we can begin. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a new edition of my Come Hang Out Ninjago live streams where we just kind of chit-chat, talk about whatever works, and just enjoy the hour that we have together. Today is Wednesday, November 17th, 2021. Welcome, everybody, joining me in the chat today. Before we begin today's stream, let's go over our streaming schedule really quick. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and I do provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab, as was the case yesterday because I have terrible time management skills and had an overwhelming amount of work to do, so I figured we would just push the stream to today and just hang out today. Welcome, everybody joining us. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty solid Wednesday. I know the big news around town is the Spider-Man trailer. Yeah, I did watch that yesterday, kind of forgot about it until it dropped, and then it was like, oh, nice pleasant surprise. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I liked it a lot, actually. Lots of really cool stuff going on in the Spider-Man trailer. We got Willem Dafoe back again as the Green Meanie, flying around on his little hoverboard. Really appreciated that. No glimpses of the other two Spoodermans, the Tobey Maguires and the Garfield of the Andrews. But hey, we still got a pretty good trailer, so I'm excited. I'm excited for the movie. But yes, hopefully your guys' day is going well. My day's been pretty busy, just like yesterday. Lots of work. I do plan on doing a little bit of an activity in today's stream. Another tier list that I do have planned, so hopefully you guys are excited for that. Figured I would make that into a video. Had a pretty good idea for a Ninjago tier list last night, so I figured I would make it, and we could do that later on in today's video. You guys can watch me film that with you guys in the chat, so it should be pretty fun. Should be a fun time. So that's what I have planned for today's stream. Another tier list of sorts. If you wanted a little bit of a preview of the tier list, I actually have it in the description. So feel free to check that out if you want to go ahead and do the tier list along with me. We can start that up in a few minutes. In the meantime, what do you guys got for me? Is there anything going on in the Ninjago world that I have not talked about? In the Brazil version of the trailer, the lizard gets punched by an invisible fist. Yeah, that's got to be one of the other Spoodermans. A lot of you guys sent me that clip. I myself saw that clip. It's definitely one of the other Spider-Mans edited out. Somebody punches the lizard, but I'm not sure which Spooderman it is. It's either Andrew or Toby. I'm willing to bet it's probably Andrew. Probably Andrew's Spider-Man. Going to the premiere as Bully Maguire. That's pretty sick. That's actually a pretty good idea. I imagine there's going to be a lot of cosplayers at my theater. Am I excited for the movie? Of course. I was kind of half expecting them to drop tickets at the same time that they dropped the trailer, but that didn't happen. Tickets are going to be available when? The 29th of November? For Spider Monday, they're calling it. Yeah, the lizard isn't even going for Tom. Yeah, he's kind of jumping towards nothing in that trailer, which makes me think they edited out one of the other Spoodermans. So they're definitely in the movie. If any of you guys had doubts, I'd say it's about time we can put those doubts to rest. Spider-Man fans, the other two Spider-Men are definitely in the film. Pretty much guaranteed at this point. Yeah, I am planning on watching the new Spider-Man. I want to see it opening night. Hopefully I can get tickets to opening night. I imagine it's going to be quite the struggle to get tickets. I imagine this movie is going to sell out pretty quick. So, whenever those tickets drop, I will be there, trying to get some for my local theater. I'm also going to go see the Ghostbusters movie this weekend. The new Ghostbusters. I have no interest in Ghostbusters, but my family's visiting, and they want to go see it, so I figured, hey, might as well. Apparently they're going to be showing the new Spider-Man trailer before it, so it'll be nice to see that on the big screen. But yes, some of you guys were asking me about the Ghostbusters movie. I am planning on watching that. I got tickets for it. Not my first choice for movies, but hey, can't hurt. Definitely cannot hurt to see the Ghostbusters film. Is there going to be a new season of Ninjago? Yeah, actually, next year, hopefully we're going to be getting a couple more seasons. 2022 winter, we're supposed to be getting a new one. Season 16, as some call it, or season 15, depending on what you think. No Way Home is basically Sinister Six versus 3 Spider-Man Perfection. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. It's like a 3v6 almost. But who's the 6th villain, though? Is it going to be Venom or is it going to be someone else? Because I think we only see 5 bad guys in the trailer, if I'm not mistaken. So who's the mysterious 6th villain? Maybe it's the Vengestone Buyer. Imagine that really quick. The Vengestone Buyer is the 6th member of the Spider-Man Sinister Six. Season 5 pictures? Sure, we can jump to Season 5. Isn't Ninjago ending in 2022? No, not that I'm aware. As far as I'm aware, Ninjago is going to be going on for several more years following 2022. I think they have a lot in store for us. So we don't need to worry about Ninjago ending. I don't think it's going to be ending anytime soon. Definitely don't think we need to worry about that, so don't you guys worry. Scorpion? That'd be pretty cool, because they kind of teased Scorpion towards the end of Homecoming, yeah, in the end credit scene, so maybe we'll see Scorpion. I imagine it should be either a new villain or a Tom Holland villain. Maybe Vulture, or maybe Mysterio. Plot twist, he's not dead after all. Gyllenhaal returns. Let's see. Venom. Yeah, I feel like Venom's going to be an end credit scene, though. I feel like in the end credits of No Way Home, we're probably going to see Venom. I'm not sure if he's going to be in the movie itself. Maybe just the end credits. Do I still like Ninjago? I mean, yeah. Yeah, Ninjago's alright. You know, I make videos on it on a daily basis. So I guess you could say I still like Ninjago. Don't really have any plans to stop liking Ninjago. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal shows up as himself. Yeah, he's the 6th member, but he's just the actor Jake Gyllenhaal. He's not Mysterio. He's Jake Gyllenhaal, the actor. Plot twist, all the villains in No Way Home are just Mysterio projections. I imagine people would be very, very upset if that happens. Fingers crossed that does not happen. Knock on wood. Please don't let them be Mysterio illusions. I will probably not be super happy. I'll probably cry in the theater. Let's see. I feel like at this point in time, as I stretch and crack my knuckles, we can go ahead and jump on over to the tier list that I have planned for you guys today. I do plan on doing this tier list with you guys on stream. I will be making this into a video later on, and let me go ahead and grab my phone really quick so I can monitor the chat as we do this. I figured this would be a fun thing to do on stream. But where is my phone? All right. Yeah, controversial tier list time. Let's go. Time to make some people angry with my opinions. as all tier lists are made to do. All right, so there is there's the chat. I got the chat on my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and skirt things over to the tier list side of things. Here we go. All right, so for today's tier list, I have in store for you guys a Kai tier list of sorts, ranking all of the current Kai minifigures that exist within the world of Ninjago. Even the non-canon suits I'm throwing in here. Figured that could be fun time. Figured that could be a fun thing to do. I will leave the link to this in the description, so feel free to check that out if you would like to. We actually have a $1.99 donation from Alden before we begin. Need a Kai saga for the final 2 seasons of Ninjago. Not sure if Kai should take up the final 2 seasons, but you know what? We definitely need a Kai saga eventually.
Pizza time.
Pizza time indeed. Thank you, Alden, for the $1.99. With this Kai tier list, I imagine we could probably do one of these once a week, maybe. So next week, we can do a J minifigure tier list at some point during the week. Figured that could be a fun thing to do on stream. You know, rank all of the minifigures of the 6 ninja, and once we get done, you know, we get done with it. Every week, we do a different ninja. But yeah, we have all of the Kai minifigures lined up here, and I want to rank them from worst to best in my own opinion, or best to worst, apparently, according to this tier list. We have, as the top tier, perfect, then great, then average, then bad, and then terrible being the worst one. Feel free to rank these suits along with me in the chat whenever we talk about a specific Kai minifigure. Feel free to put your thoughts on it in the chat as well. Feel free to mark what territory or what tier you would like to put it in. So I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of my water really quick, and then we will begin. There we go. All right. Let's get things rolling, folks. Let's start things off with the original Kai, the original Kai figure. Can't really go too wrong with OG Kai. I mean, it's just your average ninja costume, probably going to put it in average, but it's a classic. You can't really go wrong with that. Love the simplistic printing, love the hood. Overall, it's a pretty solid Kai figure, all things considered. That's why it's in the average section. Next up, we have Kai DX. We do have a lot of these, so we're going to be going through them pretty quickly. Kai DX, it's a little bit better than OG Kai. I like the dragon printing a little more. I especially think on Kai, the golden dragon printing looks really nice. I like that quite a bit, actually. I think it's a step up from the original, going to be honest. So, can't really go wrong with DX Kai either. What do we got? We got this one. This one existed in the Ninjago board game. It's like a micro figure of Kai. It's all right. It's just a micro figure of Kai. Probably gonna put that in the bad section. It's not a figure that you should probably take seriously, but it's something. It certainly exists. It's just a game piece. It's cute enough as its own little thing, but all in all, can't really compare it to either of these two. I definitely don't think it's on the same level as these two figures. All right, let's continue on with Kendo Kai. Just the same Kai suit, but with Kendo armor. Probably going to put that in the bad, though I will be putting it above the micro figure of Kai. There we go. It's just the same original Kai suit with Kendo armor. Doesn't make it any better. In fact, I think it makes it a little worse. Didn't know that this existed. Oh yeah, this is a real thing. In the Ninjago board game that came out in 2011, we got these for every ninja. You will be seeing those in every single Ninjago tier list that we do, based off of the ninja minifigures. Kendo looks so clunky. Yeah, I agree. The Kendo suit is not the best design for Kai or for any of the ninja. It works for what it's supposed to be, just like a training suit for the ninja, but it's not the best thing ever. Could totally do without the Kendo suits. Kai ZX is quite nice. I'm going to put that in the great section, above DX Kai as well. There we go. I like ZX Kai quite a bit. I love the gold and the red combination. That's pretty cool. I think Kai might have the best ZX outfit of the ninja, aside from Lloyd, of course. I think Lloyd's is a little better. Thought it was fake, but now it's a real thing. No, this guy is totally real. All of these are completely real Kai figures, believe it or not. NRG Kai, I think, is a pretty solid looking NRG figure. Infamously, I'm not a huge fan of the NRG Ninja just because they don't really look like how they do in the show to match the NRG Ninja, if that makes any sense. But I will put this figure in average. I'm not a huge fan of the design, but it looks quite nice for an energized version of Kai. It's probably the best NRG style ninja variant that they've ever made, of course, for Kai. We have a couple more of those on this list, including the Air Jitsu Kai, Forbidden Spin Jitsu. This is probably the best looking one of the energized versions of Kai. It's also one of the only NRG Ninja that I actually have in my collection, believe it or not. Kimono Kai, I'm putting in perfect. I love the kimono suits. All of the ninja look fantastic in them. I love Kai's combination with the gold, the red, the black. It just creates for a perfect looking kimono suit, actually. My only gripe with the official minifigure is that it was never released with shoulder pads, but that's an easy enough fix on its own. So, can't really go too wrong with Kimono Kai. We're going to take a break really quick. I'm going to adjust my microphone. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can do this. Boom. There and there. All right. You can kind of hear my computer running in the background. It's just because my computer has a difficult time running multiple programs at once. Yes, base boost ranking for sure. But yeah, so far this is kind of what we have for the original run of Ninjago in terms of ranking these guys. I feel like they are all pretty good in their own way, except for maybe these two. Next up, we have Techno Kai. My biggest issue with Techno Kai is the lack of leg printing, so he's probably going to go in the average section. I do like his torso print, though. That's actually quite nice. I do really enjoy the half mask as well, and this is the first time we are seeing Kai's hairpiece, so can't really go wrong with that. Again, my only real issue is the lack of leg printing on Techno Kai, or rebooted Kai, whatever you wanna call this variant. We have Golden Kai right here. What is this? Golden Techno Kai came out in one of those Bricktober packs. This is a pretty solid golden figure. I'm gonna have to put it in the great section. I don't own this one in person. It's just basically a golden version of this, but with shoulder pads, a full-on golden hood, and actual leg printing. So it's actually not too bad. of a Golden Kai figure, in my opinion. I feel like the 10th Anniversary Legacy Golden Kai is a bit better, but that's just because I prefer that design over this one. I like this design, though, overall. Gonna have to put it in the great section. They've never mastered Kai's OG hairpiece. I agree. It's not a perfect hairpiece, but it works. I'm going to be honest. It works for OG Kai. It's close enough, in my opinion. It's not terrible, but it's also not great either. Stone Armor Kai. As it is, I feel like this official figure has some problems. Not as show accurate as it could be, but I will still put it in the perfect section. I love the Stone Armor Ninja. I think they are very much superior to the Techno Ninja in several ways. I love the silver armor, love the printing overall, and of course, when you get all the Stone Armor Ninja together, it just creates for a super unified look, and I do appreciate that quite a bit. So, I like Stone Armor Kai. I'm going to have to put him in the perfect section as well. So, that's my thoughts on Stone Armor Kai. If you wanted to make it a little more show accurate, you could give it bare red legs and then it would be perfect. Maybe even silver armor as opposed to the dark gray, but whatever works. Whatever works. Tournament of Elements Kai. Yes, Tournament Kai is next. I think he's pretty cool. I think the Legacy version's a lot better, though. Do I want to put him in great or average? You know what? The tournament suits I'm going to put in great. They're okay overall. I like Kai's a lot. I think Kai's works a lot more than some of the other ninja, especially maybe Jay or Cole. I think Kai looks excellent in the tournament style outfit. Don't really have any real complaints with that. I really like the tournament style suits. I think the Legacy tournament suits are a little better, in my opinion, but still not too bad for the OG tournament outfits for Kai. Gonna have to put that in the great section as well. A lot of you guys are saying average. Fair enough. I could see why some people wouldn't really like the tournament suits as much as some other suits. I really like them, though. Tournament is one of my favorite seasons as well, so maybe I'm a little biased in that regard. Legends of Chima is better than Ninjago, that's facts. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. I'm not sure how many of us would disagree or agree with that statement, but you know what? It is what it is. It's just your opinion. Let's move on to the Zukin Kai, Jungle Kai. Maybe great or average, probably great. I would put it on par with Tournament Kai, maybe even above something like DX Kai. I think that's a fair ranking. And I'm also going to be moving Techno Kai above NRG Kai. There we go. Now I like that ranking. The Zukin Ninja, they're pretty much retreads of the original, just with extra little tidbits, extra little bells and whistles on the suits. I love the symbol on Kai's ZX hood. That's a really nice touch. I like the Zukin Ninja overall. I like Kai's jungle or Zukin outfit, whatever you want to call it, of course. It's up to your own interpretation. Next up, let's do Deepstone Kai. Going to be going through these pretty quickly. We got a lot of these to get through. Deepstone Kai, I really like. Going to have to put that in perfect as well. I think Deepstone Kai is a genius design. I love the Deepstone suits as they are, with their primary black designs. I think that overall, these Deepstone suits are quite nice. Maybe a little too black for some people, but I feel like the black works for the possession season. I definitely think that works with the ghostly and dark look that Season 5 had. I think the Deepstone suits complement that quite a bit. In terms of Airjitsu Kai, this Airjitsu Kai, not a huge fan of this compared to the NRG Kai, but it's pretty average in my opinion. It's not bad by any means. I actually quite like the Airjitsu designs overall. Despite not being canon to the show, the Airjitsu designs are just okay. Not as good as the NRG Kai though, in my opinion, especially when you compare these two. I like this one a lot more. Yeah, I kind of like these Airjitsu suits. Not a lot of people like them from what I can see. Some of you guys are saying it's better than NRG. Yeah, that's fair. I do have all of the Airjitsu suits, though, because I did collect all of the Airjitsu flyers back in the day when those were coming out. We're doing a tier list again. Yes, we're going to be doing, right now we're doing this tier list of all of the Ninjago Kai minifigures, and we are planning on doing them for the rest of the Ninja every week. I think we're going to do a new one of this. We're going to do a new Ninja until we get through all 6 of them. NRG is dull. That's fair. A lot of fans go back and forth, it seems, over which of these two are better. Airjitsu, or this is Airjitsu, NRG or Airjitsu, which is better. I personally prefer NRG just a little bit more. Let's move on to Skybound Kai. Isn't there another name for these ninja? The Skybound Ninja. I love Skybound Kai. In fact, I think it's better than Deep Stone and Stone Armor Kai. I'm going to have to put it in the perfect tier right behind Kimono Kai. I love the black and the red. The gold is really nice, especially with the golden armor. I think overall, Skybound Kai, or some of you guys are saying Destiny Kai. Okay, fair enough. Destiny Kai looks really cool. I like all of the Skybound Ninja, but I feel like on Kai the design works the best. It's kind of like the Deepstone suits, but better, dare I say. I think these work a lot better than the Deepstone suits in most cases. Destiny robes. Yeah, I couldn't remember if those were called the Destiny suits or the Day of the Departed suits were called Destiny, but I think these ones are called the Honor robes. The Honor robes. Not sure if you heard that in the background, but I feel like my neighbor's dog just barked. It's a good doggo. It's a good doggo overall. Yeah, Destiny Kai is perfect. I like that quite a bit. Destiny suits are amazing. I agree. Skybound did a fantastic job at designing the ninja suits. Even Nia's, I think it's pretty cool with the dark red. But we will get to Nia later on. Let's move on to Honor Kai, or Day of the Departed Kai, as some people call it. I love this suit too. Gonna have to put this one in perfect as well. Probably behind Deepstone. I love how this suit is pretty much a combination of the original and the ZX. It takes all of the best elements from both of those suits and combines it into one. I love the red and dark red combination with the brown armor. It just creates for a very uniform and classic looking ninja suit in the modern day. I think the honor robes for the ninja are pretty good overall, especially for Kai. Kai is definitely a pretty good honor suit in my opinion. What do you guys have for it? Just average? Fair enough. Honor Kai is great, perfect. Yeah, I mean, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I think it's pretty cool, all things considered. The brown armor, I think, works really well with it, too. Some people don't like the brown armor. I think it works. Pretty much has the same profile as something like the Destiny robes, but it is what it is, I suppose. What's next? The Fusion Kai. The Fusion suits I'm not big on personally. I think Kai's is just kind of average in my opinion. Probably going to put it above the rebooted suit though. I know a lot of people love the Hands of Time suits. To me, they're pretty hit or miss, and Kai's is more of a miss than a hit for me. But I do like some things about it. I like the mask. I like some of the complex printing. I don't know. The black arms just kind of throw me off for all of the Hands of Time suits. Can't really tell what it is about that I don't like, but yeah, the Hands of Time suits or the Fusion suits I was never super big on, so I'm gonna have to put that in the average section. But I know some of you guys absolutely love the Fusion suits, and that's totally okay too. Have the Fusion plush. Awesome. I didn't know they made plushies for the Fusion suits. I know they made plushies for some of the other ninja variants. Yeah, Cole's Fusion suit is really cool. That's true. Only things I like about Chima are the sets and the minifigures. Chef's Kiss. Yeah, some of the sets are pretty cool for Chima. I had some of the Speedors when I was younger. Some of those little motorcycle ripcord things. Those are pretty fun. All right, let's move on to the Ninjago movie. We got a couple of figures for the movie. Movie Kai, I actually kind of like. I like Movie Kai quite a bit. Gonna have to put that in the great section. I know some people don't like it with the the majority black mask and the majority red torso and the black legs. It just kind of creates a weird color combination for some people. But I personally love Kai's outfit from the movie. I'd probably go as far as to put it above maybe the DX version of Kai. I think that's a pretty good ranking in my opinion. I like it a lot. Not sure why, but I like it quite a bit. The Ninjago movie, full-on ninja variant of Kai. I think I like it a lot. What do you guys have to say about it? Right below perfect, so close. Yeah, I think what would have made it better is if the torso was more black. Maybe if it had a little bit more black in the actual body printing. Maybe even the arms. Otherwise, I feel like this figure is pretty cool, all things considered. Horrible color mixing, put it in average. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair criticism. A lot of the Ninjago movie suits are kind of critiqued for that reason. I really don't like Zane's suit because I feel like that suit is just a hodgepodge of different colors. Or it's more white than black, if that makes sense. And I don't like how other ninja suits are more black than white. It just kind of creates for a really awkward looking team overall. Yeah, this was the first to feature the round hood. Casual Kai from the movie, I like his outfit. I wish it had more contrast like his actual outfit did, so maybe Casual Kai can go an average. Not huge on that outfit, but it's definitely not terrible. It fits Kai's personality in the movie, that's for sure. Kind of fits the Michael Pena role of Kai that the Ninjago movie was so famous for. And out of all of the casual ninja, I don't know, Kai's is just kind of average to me. I like his outfit though. Most of it. Feel like there could be a little more contrast there, but whatever works. Average, casual Kai's funny. Yeah, I like a lot of the casual outfits. They're all pretty cool in their own respective ways. Let's move on to Kendo Kai from the movie. It's basically just the same thing as the movie suit with Kendo armor. I'm going to be putting it in average though, because I do like the mask a lot more that comes with Kendo Kai, as opposed to the original masks, which are just really bland and boring looking. The Kendo mask that came with Kendo Kai was actually quite nice looking. It had like gold highlights. It was actually, painted. It looked like it had some effort put into it, as opposed to these boring, bland hockey masks that came with the original Kendo suits. So gonna have to put that in average. I like this a lot more than this, that's for sure. Even though it is basically the same thing as this in concept, in style. Then we have the white suit version of Kai. I don't know. I'm not crazy about these guys. Gonna put this one in bad. I like the actual design of these white robes, but I don't know. It just kind of seems a little boring when you think about it. I'll probably put it above the micro figure. Actually, you know what? No, below the micro figure, because at least the micro figure is cute on its own. This is just kind of out of whack. This is cute. This is not. It's basically my opinions on the white robes. Excuse me while I take a sip of my water. Mouth is getting kind of dry. Whoa, someone just fell downstairs. I heard that. Not sure if you guys heard that. Don't know what's going on downstairs, but someone just fell. Hope they're okay. All right, let's move on to the Sons of Garmadon Kai. I actually like this one quite a bit. I'm gonna have to put it in perfect. A lot of you guys are saying put it in perfect. Yeah, it belongs in perfect. It belongs in perfect. I love the orange on the suit. I love the black headband. It's basically like the movie suit, but more uniform and a lot better, in my opinion. It fits into the show. It fits Kai's TV show personality fantastically. If that's a word. Yeah, I really appreciate Sons of Garmadon Kai. It's not my favorite of the entire Sons of Garmadon lineup. I like some of the other ninjas' costumes a little more, but as it stands, Sons of Garmadon Kai is pretty perfect overall. Can't really go wrong with that. Yeah, Season 8 Kai is pretty fire. A lot of you guys are saying the same thing. Sons of Garmadon Kai is the best Kai minifigure. Not sure about that. I do like some of these other ones a little more, though this one is still pretty good, don't get me wrong. This is easily like a 10 out of 10 for me. Let's move on to the, what is this? The Spinjitzu Masters Kai. Yeah, it's going in terrible. I don't like any of the Spinjitzu Masters figures at all. I like what they were attempting to do. They were trying to recreate the NRG and the Air Jitsu style of figure, but in my opinion, these just kind of fall flat. I am not a huge fan of the Spinjitzu Masters variants of the ninja, especially Kai's. I own Kai's and Zane's, I think, in my collection, but Kai's is just kind of gross to me. I don't like Kai's at all. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the printing either. I feel like some of the Spinjitzu Masters figures are worse though than Kai's. But Kai's is just a big mess. Hunted Kai, I'm also not super big on. I understand what they were trying to go for with the battle damaged look, but it still looks really mismatched and kind of out of place, so maybe I'll put it in average. I don't want to drop it down to bad because I feel like it is better than the Kendo armor, but maybe it'll be at the very bottom of average. I'm just not a huge fan of the hunted armor for Kai. I do like what they were going for, though. It is very much a battle-damaged version of the Sons of Garmadon suit that Kai had, but still, I'm not a huge fan of the hunted design for Kai. I just don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's the fact that he has one sleeve ripped off. I don't know. Not a huge fan of the way that this figure looks overall. One of my least favorite Kais. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think about Hunted Kai. Feel free to let me know. Because I personally don't like it, but I know some people do. So, drop it in the chat. What do you think about Hunted Kai? And I'll take a sip of my water in the meantime. Alright. Decent. That's fair. I do think it is very average. Probably the worst average out of all of them. the worst of the averages. Let's move on to the... what is this? The Dragon Master version of Kai. A lot of you guys are saying average for Hunted Kai. Fair enough, fair enough. Hunted Kai is perfect. Love the ripped sleeve. See, I think that's my biggest issue with it, is the ripped sleeve. Maybe if it was on both arms, it would be a little better, but I don't know. I guess I just want more symmetry from this figure, though I do understand the battle damaged look. Let's move on to the Dragon Master Kai. This is the Dragon Master Dragon Flyer version of Kai. I do like these outfits. I'm going to put it probably above NRG actually. I kind of wish these suits were canon to the show. I think these are much better like battle damage or nomad suits opposed to the actual hunted suits. I think these ones are awesome. They all wear the same pants. All of the Dragon Master Ninja, they all have the same pants, I think, but they all have like super cool looking torso prints, and the helmets are basically, or the masks rather, are basically the same as the season 8 mask. So I don't have a huge issue with the Dragon Masters overall. The Dragon Flyers, whatever you want to call them, I think they are pretty good ninja suits, all things considered. I kind of wish they were canon. Those are probably my favorite of the non-canon spinner exclusive Ninjago figures that Ninjago's constantly putting out. Yeah, they only share one pair of pants. They all kind of trade off. It's like, hey, whose day is it to wear the one pair of pants that we have? And then the other ninja just don't go out that day, I guess. Am I aware that these shorts are going to be released in early 2022? Yes, that is the release date that we have right now. A very vague release date, but still a release date nonetheless, I suppose. Early 2022. It is what it is. Alrighty. Let's move on to Legacy Kai. This is the one that everybody is waiting for my opinion on. I feel like a lot of people are waiting for me to talk about Legacy Kai. Truth be told, I think Legacy Kai is pretty great. I know it's redundant. I know it's been used in a bunch of sets over the years, but I think Legacy Kai is pretty cool. In fact, I'm going to be putting it above Kai ZX. I like Legacy Kai. I think it's overused at this point. It's been in sets constantly for about 2 years almost, or even almost 3 years. But it's still a pretty good figure overall. I like it a lot. I like the dragon printing. I love how simple it is. It very much feels like an update of Kai DX. So I feel like personally, Legacy Kai is pretty great. Not perfect, but great. And I know people's biggest issue with it though is, just how many sets it appears in, but I really like it. Legacy Kai is the rarest minifigure. Oh, for sure. You can never find these things lying around. I totally don't have like 7 or 8 duplicates of Legacy Kai just in my spare parts bin. No, of course not. Better than original Kai? Yeah, I'd say so. Definitely an improvement for sure. I remember at first I wasn't super big on the masks, but the masks have kind of grown on me, not gonna lie. Good, just overused. That's a pretty good way of summarizing Legacy Kai. Season 11 Kai. Let's see. How do I feel about Season 11 Kai? I like the mask. The torso print is kind of barren to me, but I think it's still a pretty good looking Kai suit. I'll probably put it above Hands of Time Kai. I think it'll be, good in this area, right below the original and right above Hands of Time, kind of in the average section. I feel like Kai's Season 11 outfit could be improved on a little more if they added some more detail. I totally think more detail would have made this figure work a lot more. I do have a couple more of these lying around too. A couple spares of this variant of Kai. Yeah, Season 11 Kai, it's just alright. Probably going to put it in the average section. What do you guys think? Average, great. Fair enough. Season 11 Kai is kind of boring in my opinion. Put it in average. That's a fair point. I do think it is kind of barren and plain to an extent. That is true. So yeah, I'll put it in the average section. I did put it in the average section. I do like the original Kai a little bit more though. So Forbidden Spinjitzu Kai is pretty much the exact same thing, but without armor and with a new headpiece. So probably going to put it in the average section somewhere. I feel like the lack of armor makes it a little bit more of a boring Kai suit, so maybe I'll put it right here. I think this is a good section for it. I do like how we have like spinner figure, spinner all in a row. That's pretty funny. Yeah, these aren't my favorites. I do like the headpieces though. I just wish they had armor. If there was a way to make that work, that'd be nice. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, too bad Kai never got to use Forbidden Spinjitzu. That is true. That is very true. All right, let's move on to what's next. Oh, Forbidden Spinjitzu Slam Kai. Yeah, I don't like this figure as much as the other Forbidden Spinjitzu Kai. Probably going to put this in the bad section. I think it's a lot more bright and a lot more appealing than Kendo Kai, so I'll probably put it above Kendo Kai, but I just don't like these designs. I think they're shiny and bright and fun to look at for a while, but Yeah, I like the original one a little more. Not gonna lie, I feel like this one is even worse than this one in terms of it just being a thing. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be. I just don't like it as much. Spinjitzu Slam is terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate it as much as I hate Spinjitzu Master Kai, so that's why I'm putting it in the bad section. I also like it a lot more than Kendo Kai. But yeah, I agree. These figures are not great overall. Who got one? I think Kai got one, Jay got one, and Zane got... Oh yeah, Lloyd got one too. So what, Cole and Nia just didn't get a Spinjitzu Slam figure? That's very strange. But yeah, Spinjitzu Slam Kai, not my favorite. Not my favorite. Too wild. That's fair. That is fair. Jay's is alright. I can't remember what Jay's looks like right now. I think the only one that I have is Zane's. I remember what that one looks like. Haven't bought a spinner since the Airjitsu spinners. Yeah, I don't blame you. The spinners of nowadays are not as great. I think the best ones that we've gotten so far since the originals have been the legacy spinners. I just wish there was like a game that you could play with them, with cards and stuff. Bring back the original spinners, Lego. We want them back badly. Digikai. I think the white and the red work really well. I don't like it as much as some of the other Digi Ninja though, but I think it's a lot better than something like Hands of Time Kai, maybe even Season 11 Kai. So I'm going to be putting Digi Kai in the average section, right below the original and right above Season 11 Kai. I think it's a big improvement in a lot of ways, but it's also one of the most unique Kai suits just because it's a Digi suit, they're in a video game, it's going to look very different, but I like it a lot. I don't hate it. There's just some other Digi suits that I like a little more, and some Kai suits that I obviously like a little more than Digi Kai. How do you guys feel about Digi Kai? Or Prime Empire Kai, whatever you want to call it. Perfect, great, average. Avatar Kai is perfect. We'll get to Avatar Kai in a second. What are your thoughts on Digi Kai? I think the best of the Digi suits is probably Nia's, actually. I really like Nia's Digi suit. Or Digisuit, whatever you want to call it. As I sip my water. You guys know how it goes. We always have water here on the streams. Alright, let's move on to Avatar Kai. I love Avatar Kai. I like it a lot. My only issue with it is that it uses, the same legs as Season 11 Kai, which is actually used on a lot of these figures that we're going to be talking about here in a minute. But I do like it a lot. I'm going to put it in great. In fact, I'll probably put it... Let's see. I like it a lot more than Zook and Kai, I think. I think Kai actually has one of the better avatars. Kai and Jay both have fantastic avatar figures, and I think Kai's is really cool. Matches his personality. It's like the red Shogun or whatever he was during Season 4. I think it fits him quite a bit. I like the red mask. I like the blonde hair. I think Avatar Kai is a pretty solid looking Kai figure. Not gonna lie. Avatar Kai is the best Kai figure. Not sure about that, but it is pretty cool looking. I like it a lot. Yeah, I have that one too. This is one that I actually own, and I'm very proud that I own it because I think Avatar Kai is a pretty sweet looking figure. I don't think it's as cool as Avatar J, though. I think J's avatar is still cooler than Kai's, but Avatar Kai is pretty cool. Why did he steal Harumi's makeup? That's a good question. Maybe somebody should get on that. Next theory video. Why does Kai wear Harumi's makeup in his avatar form? Let's see. Now we have, Minecraft Kai. Minecraft Kai. This set came out this figure obviously came out in a Minecraft related set. I do not have this. I think it's a pretty fun idea, but admittedly it does look kind of weird when you compare it to literally every other Kai. So I'll probably put it in the bad section, but you know what? I will put it above Spinjitzu Slam Kai. I think it's a really cool idea. I like how some of the Minecraft sets utilize other Lego themes. Like there's a Minecraft skin for Kai. I think that's cool. I'm glad that it exists, but it's not my favorite thing ever. Kind of wish it looked a little better, but I understand the Minecraft aesthetic. If any of you guys have the Minecraft Kai, feel free to let me know, because I do not have it. What set did it even come in? Just joined the stream. The first thing I hear is Minecraft Kai. Yep, we live in a reality where Minecraft Kai exists, and it is glorious, if you want to call it that. It's certainly something. It certainly exists. And yes, this is an official figure. You can go out and buy this as we speak. But I can't remember what Minecraft set it comes out in. Feel free to let me know Came in a $40 set. It's actually not too bad of a price. It's a pretty cheap way to get Minecraft Kai if you want. Villager Raid. Okay, fair enough. Villager Raid Kai, or Villager Raid set is apparently the set where Minecraft Kai can be found. Not super sure about that though. All right, let's move on to Legacy Tournament Kai. I like this version of Kai a lot. I think it's a lot better than the original tournament figure. In fact, I think it is pretty much on par with Avatar Kai. I like these two suits quite a bit. I think that Legacy did a great job at reimagining the tournament suits for the modern day. They also combine elements from the techno suits in there too. Not too many elements of the techno suits, but still enough, nonetheless. I think they take more of an inspiration from the tournament robes, obviously, and I think they are glorious. All of the tournament style Legacy suits are beautiful in my opinion. I like those a lot. Kind of wish Zane had one, despite how little sense that would make. Maybe in the future we can see that, but I still really appreciate this design for what it is. I think that Legacy Tournament Kai is very, very solid. In fact, I think it's so solid it's going in the great section. What is even the fourth Kai in the bad section? That is a micro figure version of Kai that came out in one of the original line of Lego games, if I'm remembering correctly. One of the original Lego games when they were still doing those back in 2011. They did a Ninjago board game, and that was Kai's piece. They also made them for the other Ninja and Master Wu, if I am remembering correctly. But yes, I feel like Legacy Tournament Kai is super great, so putting it in the great section. All right. Thinking about buying a Lego set, your budget is $120. Any ideas? What Ninjago sets are out right now for $120? I know the Legacy Bounty is $130, so it's a little out of budget. Maybe pick up the Titan Mech and the Overlord Dragon and some other of the new Legacy sets if you don't have those just yet. All right, let's move on to Hero Kai. I don't like Hero Kai. I'm going to put Hero Kai in the bad section. I don't like it all that much. I'm going to put it above Minecraft Kai, though. Hero Kai, my biggest issues with Hero Kai. I don't like the torso printing at all, and I don't like how the legs are the same ones as Season 11's legs. It makes sense. It does make sense why this figure uses a lot from this figure, because this figure is essentially this figure, but with armor over it. But I think the armor is so haphazardly placed that it just makes the figure look really, frankly, kind of dumb when you compare it to some of the other hero figures that are available in Ninjago. I do like the gold. I like how Kai was chosen to, I guess, have one of the golden armor sets, but still, I just don't like it as much as the other hero ninja because of that torso print and the legs. I feel like those absolutely ruin the figure. And that's just my opinion. I know some of you guys like it, but to me, it's not all that great. What are you guys saying? Average, terrible, bad, very top of great? That's fair. Put it in terrible, you want to. As much as I'd love to put it in terrible, I like this a lot more than any of these. So if I had to put this in terrible, all of these would be in terrible. And I truly think that this one is worse than all of them so far. So, not too great on Hero Kai. All right, let's go on to... what is this? Spinjitzu Slam Kai? Yeah, I'm not super big on this one either. Not Spinjitzu Slam. What is this? Spinjitzu Burst Kai. My bad. Spinjitzu Burst Kai. I'd put it on par with this thing. I mean, it exists. It's all right. I don't know really what to say about it. It looks like Spinjitzu Burst something, and I'm not a big fan of it. I often forget that this thing exists, and admittedly, in preparation for this stream, I totally just forgot about it. But then I remembered that it existed. And I was like, oh wait, I gotta go back and add that thing in there. Yeah, it's very forgettable, very bad. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's all I can say. I think the only Spinjitzu Burst figure that is worth getting is Cole's, and that's just because his is the only one that makes sense. Yeah, I do like it a lot more than Spinjitzu Slam Kai, though. That is true. This is a lot better than this, in my opinion. I'd still pick Minecraft Kai over this thing, though. It is what it is. You can use the NRG Kai to make an accurate version. I suppose you could. If you combine elements from all of these guys together, you could probably make a pretty sweet looking NRG Kai or something. Alright, let's move on to Epic Battle Kai. Epic Battle Kai I actually really like. despite it not being canon, I think it's pretty cool looking. I love the overall suit as it is. I'll probably put it in average, but I'm going to be putting it above the Digi suits. I like it a lot more than this, that's for sure. I like the headband combo with the hair. I think that looks really nice. I love the torso. Not sure why. It doesn't really fit Kai with the white kind of tank top look, but I still kind of like it for Kai. I think it works. He also has red pants. You can't really see in this image, but he does have red pants. I don't know. I think Epic Battle Kai is a pretty cool looking Kai figure. I like how a lot of the Epic Battle figures decided to try something different and try something new. Totally can't go wrong with that. So in my opinion, I feel like Epic Battle Kai is pretty good overall, hence why it's in the average section, but I like it a lot more than some of these other average looking Kai suits. Not a huge fan of the white. I get it. I get why some people wouldn't like that too much. I was actually not really expecting to like it too much either, because of the whole variations in color and how it looks so different from other Kai suits, but it has grown on me. I think that's probably one of the better Epic Battle costumes. Jay's is funny looking. Yeah, Jay's is kind of strange. Not a huge fan of Jay's. Let's move on to Golden Legacy Kai. This thing is perfect to me. This is probably the best of the Golden 10th Anniversary Legacy figures. I like it a lot more than this Golden Kai as well, and I do like it a lot more than the Stone Armor version of Kai. I feel like all of the 10th Anniversary Legacy Ninja should have taken off of this figure right here and used the same style. I think that Golden Kai for the Legacy 10th Anniversary is perfect. I find that figure to be glorious in nature. Definitely my favorite of the Golden Legacy 10th Anniversary minifigures, that's for sure. Yeah, perfect. A lot of you guys are saying perfect. I agree. I find that figure to be quite beautiful, quite elegant, and quite perfect, to say the least. Hence why it's in the perfect tier. Let's see. As I take a sip of my water, a lot of you guys are saying perfect. A lot of you guys are saying average, or some of you guys are saying average, some of you guys are saying great. Yeah, I really like those golden suits, though. I think no matter what you think about them, I think that they are pretty cool to add to the Ninjago collection. I'm glad that LEGO made them. Island Kai. I love the Island suits, and Island Kai is no exception. He belongs in the perfect tier. I like him a lot more than Stone Armor Kai. Probably not as much as Golden Legacy Kai, but Island Kai is still glorious. I love the Island suits. I love the hair and the headband. I love the half mask. I love the armor. Even the printing looks brilliant. It's all original. It's all fantastic. I love the color combination of the dark red and the regular bright red. Even with the yellow, this figure is just amazing to me. This figure just has it all, and I'm so happy that it exists. It's one of my favorite Kais. Yeah, the Island suits are pretty cool. Out of all of the Island out of all of the suits of recent Ninjago, the Island suits are by far some of the best ones. No question about it. You can say what you want about the Island, but Island Kai and all of the other Island suits are pretty fantastic, in my opinion. I like them a lot. So yeah, Island Kai belongs in perfect. A lot of you guys are praising the Island suits, and I agree, these things are amazing looking. And last, and probably kind of least, we have Scuba Kai. Not canon to the show, so that immediately throws up some red flags, and honestly, I don't like it as much as some of the other Scuba suits, but it is, in my opinion, a pretty solid design, so I'm going to be putting it in average somewhere, but where should I put it? I'll probably put it above the Dragon Flyer Kai, or the Dragon Master Kai, whatever you want to call it. I think Scuba Kai, despite not being canon, is still an alright design, just not as great as some of the other Scuba Ninja. I still feel like Zane's is pretty cool. I like Nia's quite a bit. Kai's isn't as bad as, say, Cole's. I really don't like Cole's Scuba suit, but it's still good nonetheless, I suppose. Should you buy the Hydra Bounty or the Final Flight of Destiny's Bounty? Ooh, maybe the Hydra Bounty. I'd say that one has a better value overall. I'd personally go with the Hydra Bounty. So yeah, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my Kai tier list right here. Once again, there is a link down below in the description to this tier list if you want to check it out for yourself and maybe do something similar to this. But just to recap, we have in perfect all of these Kais. I still think Kimono Kai is one of the best ones, so that's probably my favorite Kai figure. Great, I like all these too. Average, I agree with this. I feel like a lot of these suits are pretty much hit or miss. Bad, yeah, makes sense to me. And terrible, we only got one, Spinjitzu Master Kai, which in my opinion deserves to be in the terrible section. So Only one terrible, one controversial. Yes, only one terrible Kai, which is actually pretty good. I was expecting to put more Kais in the terrible section, but we only have one. How about that? Let me know in the chat what you guys think about this ranking. I'm going to take another drink of water. So bear with me as I try to stay hydrated. Yeah, guys, what do you think of my my tier? I think it's pretty cool, or my tier list rather. I think it checks out. Once again, just all my opinion. Feel free to disagree in the chat. Kai can't swim. Why is there a scuba figure? I don't know. Maybe Lego just needed to make him match the others for the Hydro Bounty set. I kind of wish it existed in the show, not gonna lie, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Once again, you guys, link down below in the description to this if you want to do this for yourself. Pretty good, but Island Kai should be higher. I mean, it's already 4th, and I kind of like these ones a little more, but I get what you're saying. The island suits are beautiful. So let's go back to our regularly scheduled Ninjago stream. I'm going to be putting on the island images because we're just talking about how good the island suits look, so now we can see them in glorious HD. I will be making that into a video, that Kai tier list that'll be going up maybe sometime this weekend, maybe a little earlier, so keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, we still have about 5 minutes left of the stream. So if you guys want to hang out, feel free to chit chat, feel free to stick around. We can end off the stream properly in about 5 minutes or so. When is Ninjago coming to Netflix in the US? We are going to be getting new episodes on Friday. We're supposed to be getting The Island and Seabound. So keep that out. Keep that in mind, US Ninjago fans. New episodes on Netflix on Friday. So stay tuned for those. I'm going to turn off the stream on my phone because I don't need it anymore, because I can see the chat again on my screen. It's beautiful. Cahoots are always on Fridays, for those asking about Cahoots. Any advice as to how I can stick up for a friend who's always getting picked on? Sorry to hear that. In terms of like sticking up for friends, it's kind of difficult in school systems, I know, because at least at my school, they pretty much did nothing about bullying. They did nothing to stop that whatsoever. So it is quite difficult, but I feel like the best thing you can do is just always reassure your friend that it's going to be okay. Try to cheer them up, and try to keep them out of situations in which, you know, they might run into trouble. If there's someone at your school that's picking on your friend, try to stay clear of them. Try to avoid them best as possible. Maybe try to get your teachers involved. It definitely does not hurt, even though my school system did nothing. But that's just my school system. So I'd say best advice, try to keep their chin up and try to avoid the bad people. I think that's my best advice. Apologies if that made no sense or doesn't help, but I try my best. Punch them? Nah. Violence solves nothing, because at my school especially, if you try to stick up for yourself with violence, the school's going to blame you. Because school systems in this country are flawed, to say the least. Do not bully. Meanwhile, schools punish anyone they see and do nothing about it. Yeah, it's awful. So, yeah, once again, hopefully that works out for you. I hope it works out at the end of the day. What if they punch you? It's self-defense. In my experience, yeah, school systems don't care about that. They just see people throwing punches and they're like, nope, you're all in trouble. You're all in trouble for fighting. It's a big mess, and I do apologize for anybody that has to go through that. Could we get a quick poll in? I suppose we probably could. We got a few minutes left in the stream, but what should the poll be? We could probably do a quick one. So throw me some poll suggestions. Let's do a quick poll before the stream wraps up. We can even run a little later if you guys want to get the poll rolling. But what should the poll be? Feel free to let me know. What if you got it on camera? I don't know. Like I said, in my experience, the school just does not care, which sucks. It's not great. But yeah, feel free to shoot me some poll suggestions. Remember, we only have 4 options. YouTube gave me 4 options. Ooh, best Ninjago City set. I like that quite a bit, actually, because there's 3 of them, right? There's 3 Ninjago City style sets. Let's do that. Best city Ninjago set. How about that? And then we'll do the original Ninjago City. If I can learn how to spell, that'd be nice. We have Ninjago City Docks and Ninjago City Gardens. I do like that. All right. Feel free to vote. That'll be the poll for today. We can totally do more in tomorrow's stream. I apologize. The Kai tier list kind of took up a lot of time. Wasn't expecting it to run that long, but it is what it is. We still got a poll up. Feel free to vote. We will end that off at the very end of the stream. And with only a couple of minutes left in the stream, guys, let's turn things over to rapid fire questions. Anything that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two. That'll be a pretty good way to round out the stream and wrap it up from there. So feel free to shoot some quick questions my way, and we can end things off with that. I feel like also we should switch the pictures one more time. Let's switch to Seabound. Let's end on season 15 or season 14, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter to me. City Gardens is awesome. I agree. It's probably my favorite of these city sets because that's the only one that I have. So pretty much obligated to say that that's my favorite. Do I know anything about season 16? I know as much as you guys know. I don't get any insider knowledge or anything like that. I know just as much as you guys. But all I know is that it's coming out sometime next year, and hopefully it isn't terrible. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it's pretty good. Best island suit. Ooh, Lloyd's is pretty cool. I like Lloyd's a lot. Cole's is pretty cool. I'd honestly say Cole's. I think Cole's is the best one. Built a working crossbow out of Lego today. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. I can't build anything out of Lego unless I follow the instructions, so you guys are more creative than I am. I don't do a lot of mocking, though I wish I did. I wish I did more. Favorite Seabound sets? Probably the Hydro Bounty. Admittedly, that's the only one that I have still together. A lot of the other Seabound sets that I had kind of got taken apart. So, what was my reaction when Transformers Rise of the Beasts got delayed to 2023? My first reaction was, well, there goes that movie. There goes my excitement. But no, I understand why they delayed it. I mean, if it makes the movie better, then I'm fine with it. I'd ultimately like a better movie at the end of the day, as opposed to seeing a terrible movie sooner. Let's see. Should Lloyd be able to become a dragon? I mean, that would be interesting. I've already thought about that concept before in previous videos, so I think it could work in some context. I mean, Nia became a dragon, so who knows? Thoughts on the Spider-Man trailer? I like it a lot. Very much excited for that movie. Really looking forward to seeing what that film is all about. Let's see, best Seabound suit out of all the scuba suits, probably, I don't know, Zane's is pretty cool. I think Zane's is nice. Maybe Nia's. I really don't like Cole's. Cole's is my least favorite Seabound or scuba suit. What if Kai becomes one with fire? He'd basically be the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four. It's like the same thing. What if Cole became one with Earth? Would he just be made of rocks? Something to think about. Thinking. Whatever happened to Misdemeanor? I can't remember. What happened to Misdemeanor? Did they arrest her? I'm sure she'll come back at some point. What would I rate my least favorite Ninjago episode? What's the lowest I've ever rated a Ninjago episode? I swear it was like a 2 out of 10, but I can't remember what episode I gave that to, or even if that was my lowest score. Can't remember. Cole would become the Thing. Yeah, all the ninja just become Fantastic Four characters. Let's see. How are we doing on the poll? No surprise, Ninjago City Gardens is winning. Only 3% of people voted for the Ninjago City Docks. What a shame. I don't blame you guys. The Ninjago City Docks never really appealed to me either. Kaiju Protocol is the worst episode ever. I get why some people don't like that. That's for sure. I can't remember what I gave that episode, though, in terms of a score. I'm going to have to look through and see what my lowest rated episode was. And Jay would just be Electro. All the ninja become Marvel villains, or Marvel characters, rather. Let's see. Let's answer one more question before we wrap things up today. We need one more big question to answer, and then we are going to conclude today's live stream. Just need one more big question. Let's see. If Nia were to come back as half human, half water, do you think her lifespan as an elemental master would be longer? That's a difficult question to ask. Not gonna lie, or difficult question to answer. Kind of made me do a little bit of a tongue twister there. I feel like overall, if Nia were to return, yes, she would be probably something like that, half human, half water. Maybe have the ability to swap forms at will. In terms of what that would do with her lifespan, I mean, it would probably extend it. I mean, she's probably one of the strongest ninja at this point, so I imagine she could live a little longer. Just kind of depends on her relationship with the Endless Sea, I suppose. But I think it would. I think it would extend her lifespan a lot. Probably age like an Oni. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's true. We're 70% water anyway. We're only 30% away from becoming Naiads ourselves. But yes, to answer your question, yes, I do think that would extend her lifespan. So, with that being said, you guys, let's wrap it up for the stream today. Went a little bit over time, but that's okay. Let's end off the poll really quick. Ninjago City Gardens won. No surprise there. I would vote for the exact same thing. Let's go over our streaming schedule really quick. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and I do provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. Some of you guys have already started putting hugs in the chat. Thank you very much for that. I will add some hugs in there as well. I will put 5 hugs in there. Everybody spams hug in the chat towards the end of this stream, or end of these streams rather. Good for community and morale. We're all here together. Nobody's alone. Everybody gets a group hug. All right, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my stream here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for being a fantastic audience, especially during the tier list segment. Once again, link to that is down below in the description, and we will be back tomorrow with the exact same time. So 7 p.m. tomorrow, Central Time. Be there or be square, as the kids of the 80s say. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks a lot for hanging out, asking questions. Thanks for being a fantastic audience, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day.